Would you believe that a breastfeeding mother had to fend off an eagle from attacking her pet goose?
I've seen some wild nature footage, but this is next level. An eagle, a bird, took down a full-grown wolf, and it was all caught on camera. It sounds impossible, but the footage doesn't lie. You'd think a wolf would be way too big and powerful for a bird to handle, but golden eagles are built differently. These things are pure muscle, with talons strong enough to crush bone. The way it happened is almost hard to believe, and honestly, if it wasn't filmed, I don't think anyone would believe it. These moments prove nature is brutal, unpredictable, and way more intense than we give it credit for. The eagle attacked a lone wolf on a mountain cliff. Using its powerful talons, the eagle grabbed the wolf and threw it off the edge. A brutal tactic these birds use to let gravity do the killing. But it wasn't just about taking down the adult. The eagle's real target was the wolf's defenseless pup, now left alone and vulnerable. With the mother gone, the eagle circled back, ready to strike again. It's a cold, calculated method. Eliminate the protector first, then move in for the easy kill. Nature isn't just savage, it's strategic. And that's not just because it's big and powerful. Even as a young predator, this eagle wasn't messing around. With white still on its tail, it wasn't fully grown, but it already had the confidence of a killer. The cameraman got too close, and the eagle wasn't about to back down. When he tried to defend himself, kicking out to keep the bird at bay, it didn't work. The eagle was relentless, refusing to retreat. It flew off, but not out of fear. It circled back, eyes locked, ready to strike again. For this eagle, it wasn't just about defending itself. It was about proving who really owned that mountain. And if you think you can get away from them by not being on top of the mountain, you'd be wrong. Bald eagles are masters of spotting a meal from miles away, and this one wasn't about to miss an opportunity. But getting to a carcass first isn't enough. It's holding on to it that's the real battle. This time, the competition came in the form of a coyote. It had been shadowing the wolves, waiting for the perfect moment to move in. And the second the wolves left, it struck. Now it's a standoff. Eagle versus coyote. Both hungry, both determined, and only one is walking away with the prize. But sometimes, the battle isn't that easy to digest. For us, at least. In a rare and brutal encounter, a bald eagle launched an attack on a penguin colony, zeroing in on the most vulnerable targets. The chicks. With sharp talons and a deadly beak, the eagle swooped down, grabbing one of the defenseless babies. The penguin parents tried to fight back, flapping and charging in a desperate attempt to protect their young, but the eagle was relentless. It's a harsh reminder that in nature, there are no safe zones. Even in a tightly knit colony, predators find a way. When a mountain goat faces an eagle attack, it doesn't just rely on speed or brute strength. It uses the brutal advantage of its terrain. If an eagle swoops in, aiming to grab it or knock it off balance, the goat's strategy is simple but dangerous. Head for the cliffs. Mountain goats are masters of navigating steep, jagged rocks, and they'll intentionally lure an attacking eagle toward sheer drops. If the eagle gets too close, the goat will use its sharp horns and powerful body to strike, sometimes even throwing the eagle off the cliff. It's a risky move, but when it works, gravity does the rest. In the wild, survival isn't just about strength, it's about knowing when to let the mountain fight for you. Cats are usually seen as agile, independent hunters, but even they can become prey when nature's top predators come calling. In a shocking moment, a bald eagle swooped down and snatched an unsuspecting cat right off the ground. With powerful talons locked in, the eagle lifted its catch with terrifying ease. The cat fought back, clawing and twisting, but once an eagle got a grip, escape was almost impossible. Bald eagles are apex predators, capable of carrying off animals nearly half their weight. It's a brutal reminder that even the most skilled hunters can become the hunted. In one of the most unexpected moments caught on camera, a bald eagle nearly took out Donald Trump. Trump posed alongside a massive, full-grown bald eagle. What started as a patriotic photo shoot quickly turned chaotic when the eagle decided it wasn't in the mood to cooperate. As Trump adjusted his position, the eagle lunged, wings flapping, beak snapping, and talons dangerously close. For a second, it looked like the national symbol was ready to declare war. Trump flinched, dodging just in time, but the moment was tense enough to leave even him rattled. At first, it just looks like the eagle is chilling, perched on a rocky ledge, scanning the landscape. Nothing unusual, just a bird of prey surveying its territory. But then it takes off, and that's when the shock hits. Clutched tightly in its talons is a young wolf, helpless and dangling in midair. The wolf can't even struggle, but it's no use. The eagle's grip is iron strong, and it's already too late. You'd think an eagle would keep things limited to the animal kingdom, but that's not the case. The Mongolian child had no idea what it was in for. The eagle came in fast, its massive wings slicing through the air as it dove toward the child. People rushed to help, shouting and waving to scare it off, but the eagle was relentless. It circled back, talons ready, aiming for another strike. The group nearby was able to get in the way and free the child. But if it wasn't for them, he would have suffered the same fate as all the other animals did so far. In an intense face-off between a golden eagle and a fox, the eagle swooped in fast, talons outstretched, ready to strike. It came within inches of grabbing the fox, but at the last second, something changed. Instead of attacking, the eagle landed nearby, locking eyes with its would-be prey. The fox didn't back down. It stood its ground, fur bristling, ready to defend itself. It was a bold move. Most animals would have run, but not this one. The eagle seemed to respect the courage, pausing for a tense moment before deciding to spare the fox. At least for today. It wasn't mercy. It was a calculated choice. The eagle knew it could take the fox down, but sometimes even the wildest predators recognize when a fight isn't worth it. The fox lived to see another day, but the message was clear. Next time, it might not be so lucky. Did you know eagles actually prefer their meals midair? Yeah, they're that hardcore. If the catch is small enough, they'll just rip it apart while cruising the skies. No pit stop needed. Now imagine you're a fish, just vibing in the water, and out of nowhere, bam! You're airborne, clutched in razor-sharp talons, wondering how your day went so wrong so fast. It's over before you even know it. When an eagle's locked in, there's no escape, no negotiation, just lunch. This eagle had a plan, and it was already in motion, gliding silently through the air, eyes locked on its target. It wasn't just looking for a meal, it was hunting with precision. As it closed in, it didn't hesitate. The eagle swooped in low, slammed its talons into the mountain goat, and with sheer force, ripped it straight off the cliff. The goat never saw it coming. 1 second it was steady on the rocks, and the next, it was airborne, helpless in the eagle's grip. The eagle wasn't just hunting, it was executing a perfect ambush. These eagles aren't just locking talons for show. While it's often seen as part of a courtship ritual, it can also be about territory. In this case, an alpha female wasn't too happy about another eagle entering her space. She went on the offensive, locking talons midair, and with one powerful move, sent the other bird tumbling into the mud below. The other eagle definitely came to the wrong neighborhood. A wolf tried to stand its ground against a huge eagle, but it didn't stand a chance. The eagle swooped in, talons ready, and with just 2 powerful strikes, the wolf was taken down. It was fast, efficient, and brutal. The foxes were out hunting, focused and sharp, but they weren't ready for what came next. Out of nowhere, an eagle swooped in and flipped the script, turning the hunters into the hunted. One moment they were stalking prey, and the next, they were fighting to survive. In the wild, no matter how skilled you are, there's always something bigger and faster ready to take you down. This eagle swooped in and, in a shocking moment, snatched a young child right off the ground, with multiple adults in the area. It lifted the child a few feet into the air, talons locked in, and for a terrifying second, it looked like the eagle was about to make off with its prey. But somehow, the child slipped free, falling back to the ground as the eagle flew off empty-handed. It was a close call, one that could have ended very differently. During an ethno-festival on the southern shore of Lake Issyk-Kul, Kyrgyzstan, an 8-year-old girl was unexpectedly attacked by a golden eagle. The girl had accidentally wandered into a restricted area, set aside for the demonstration of hunting birds in action. The moment the eagle spotted her, it flew in and attacked in seconds. In a hilarious encounter, a cat cautiously approached an eagle guarding its freshly caught fish. Instead of running in fear, the cat seemed more curious, eyeing the fish like it was negotiating for a bite. The eagle wasn't impressed, keeping a sharp eye on the bold intruder. The cat's bravery? Questionable. But its determination? Unmatched. From afar, it looks like peaceful birds flying, but the truth is far from it. These are two white-tailed eagles launching an attack on a Canada goose. The eagles swoop in with precision, working together to overwhelm their target. The goose fights back, but it's no match for the combined strength and sharp talons of the eagles. Within moments, the struggle is over, and the eagles claim their prize. High in the mountains, an eagle came down, targeting a group of chickens. It zeroed in on its prey, talons ready, and just when it seemed like the attack was inevitable, the mother hen stepped in. She let out a piercing scream, flapping and charging to protect her chicks. Her fierce defense startled the eagle, forcing it to hesitate. In the wild, even the smallest creatures fight with everything they've got when it comes to protecting their young. Think an eagle attack is scary? Wait until you see how it tears through this fish. With razor-sharp talons and a beak built for ripping, the eagle demolishes its prey. One swift strike, and the fish is shredded in seconds. An eagle spots its target, a rabbit out in the open, and the hunt is on. With incredible speed, the eagle dives, talons extended, and grabs the rabbit in a split second. There's barely time to react. The rabbit struggles, but once caught in the eagle's grip, escape is nearly impossible. At Featherdale Wildlife Park in Sydney, Australia, a bold bird made the mistake of trying to snatch food from an eagle's enclosure. But the eagle was ready. In a split second, it struck, grabbing the intruder by the beak with terrifying precision. The smaller bird struggled, barely escaping with its life. In Bayan Ulgi, Mongolia, hunters showcased the ancient art of eagle hunting, this time targeting a wolf. 2 golden eagles were unleashed, and the outcome was swift. The wolf stood no chance. The eagles attacked with precision, locking their powerful talons into the wolf and dragging it down. It's a brutal but traditional method, where the strength and skill of both hunter and bird come together in a display of raw, primal power. A bald eagle spots its target, a plainfin gliding just beneath the water's surface. With sharp eyes locked in, the eagle swoops down with incredible speed. In a flash, its talons pierce the water, snatching the fish with precision. There's no struggle, no second chances. The eagle lifts off, its catch wriggling helplessly. It's a swift, ruthless hunt, just as the eagle intended. During the filming of a documentary, a training session took an unexpected turn. As the assistant dragged a rabbit carcass, the eagle misjudged its target and took her down instead. No serious injuries, but the woman got to see the eagle's raw power firsthand. In a ruthless hunting strategy, an eagle targeted a mountain goat, gripping it with powerful talons and forcing it toward the edge. With one calculated move, the goat was sent plummeting off the cliff. It's a method as efficient as it is brutal. The eagle doesn't kill itself. It lets the impact do the job. In a rare moment of compromise, a coyote and a golden eagle found themselves face to face over a deer carcass. Tension hung in the air as both sized each other up, but instead of a fierce battle, they reached an unspoken agreement, sharing the meal. An American bald eagle catching a salmon is a perfect example of precision and power. Spotting its target from high above, the eagle locks onto the fish and dives with incredible speed. Just as it skims the water's surface, it extends its sharp talons and snatches the salmon in one swift, seamless motion, never breaking flight. Ever wondered why it's called a brown snake eagle? It's because of moments like this. Spotting a forest cobra, the eagle dives with deadly precision, talons ready. The cobra strikes, but the eagle is faster, pinning it down in a fierce battle. With strength and skill, the eagle delivers the final blow, proving that eagles don't just dominate the skies. They stay up there to spare us. We've seen eagles pick fish off of the water before, but have you ever seen it dive all the way in to grab the perfect snack? Now you have. This eagle was aiming to snatch a chicken for an easy meal. But the chicken wasn't giving up without a fight. It flapped, dodged, and showed exactly why it had wings, narrowly escaping the first strike. For a moment, it looked like the chicken might actually make it. But in the end, the eagle's persistence paid off. In nature, the hunter usually wins. This eagle thought it could take on two little dogs, and for a while, it looked like it would be able to. But that's not how things went. The eagle, caught off guard by the sudden defense, hesitated, clearly confused by the teamwork. Faced with two determined defenders, the eagle backed off. This eagle targeted a young crocodile basking near the water's edge. With sharp talons extended, it struck fast, grabbing the reptile in a surprise attack. The crocodile thrashed, but the eagle's grip was strong. After a brief struggle, the eagle lifted its catch and flew off. It's a rare encounter, showing that even apex predators can lose when they least expect it. This high-tech bird stood no chance against the OG ruler of the skies. Wild footage from Australia captures the intense moment a group of giant eagles descended upon a kangaroo. The kangaroo tried to fight back, but the eagles struck with sharp talons and powerful wings, overwhelming it in seconds. But it took a step back and gained composure, figuring out the perfect way to run away successfully. These dogs were going about their day, trying to find a rabbit or two to grab, when suddenly an eagle swooped in and showed them who's really boss here. This golden eagle set its sights on a young deer. Soaring high, it watched for the perfect moment to strike. Then, with incredible speed, it dove, talons extended, latching onto the deer's back. The struggle was fierce, but the eagle's strength and precision were undeniably. Using its powerful grip and sharp beak, it fought to bring the deer down. In a high-speed aerial chase, a hawk locked onto a homing pigeon, turning the sky into a battleground. The pigeon darted and weaved, using every trick to shake its predator, but the hawk was relentless. Slicing through the air with precision, it closed the gap with every beat of its wings. It was a tense race for survival, where one wrong move could mean the end. Legend has it, they're still flying side by side to this day. During the national anthem before his start against the Twins, James Paxton experienced an unexpected moment when a bald eagle gracefully landed on his back. It wasn't an attack, more like an unexpected blessing. Could eagles be the lucky charm sportsmen never thought about? In a dramatic clash, a bald eagle swooped in to attack a young seagull, but it wasn't prepared for what came next. A group of crows quickly intervened, diving and pecking at the eagle to defend the vulnerable gull. The eagle fought back, but the relentless crows forced it to retreat. This mother in North Saanich, British Columbia, was nursing her 4-month-old baby when she heard a commotion outside. Rushing out, she found a large eagle attacking her goose, Frankie. Without hesitation, she gave chase, startling the eagle enough to make it drop Frankie and fly off. The whole scene was caught on a surveillance camera, capturing the incredible moment that might have been hard to believe otherwise. This baby sheep had no idea things would turn up like this for him that day. The lamb kicked and struggled, but it was no match for the eagle's strength. High above the ground, the eagle's strategy was clear. Take the sheep down. This brown snake eagle pinned down a snouted cobra, its powerful talons holding the deadly snake in place. But as the eagle shifts to reposition, the cobra sees its chance. It strikes back, writhing and snapping in a desperate attempt to break free. It's a tense standoff between two skilled predators, each waiting for the other to make a fatal mistake. Somehow, both of them got out of this ordeal scot-free. High up in the air, a worker was going about his job, so high that an eagle mistook him for an intruder encroaching on its territory. Swooping in, the eagle circled, watching closely, ready to defend its airspace. These eagles don't waste time when it's mealtime. If the catch is small enough, they'll swallow it whole mid-flight, call it fast food with wings. Before long, the sky erupts into chaos as eagles from every direction take to the air. The sudden abundance of food kicks off a feeding frenzy, and that's when the real spectacle begins. They strike from all sides, swooping in from the left, the right, and head-on, getting their food from every single angle. With incredible speed and precision, a hawk snatched a small bird mid-flight, ending the chase in a single, swift strike. Would you survive any of these birds coming right for you?